I became a foster child when I was either 5 or 6, and it happened because my mom couldn't take care of us. I guess after our dad left us, she just kind of fell apart, and she had a drinking problem, so she gave us up they gave us away.
Childhood is supposed to be the happiest, most carefree time of our lives. The days are spent playing with friends and experiencing a new world with wide eyes. Sadly, not all children get to enjoy the serene and happy childhood most of us take for granted. You may not know this, but every day here in St. Louis, innocent children must be removed from their homes due to evidence of abuse or neglect. And these children may be living in deplorable conditions. Still others come from homes that outwardly resemble normal families.
On the way going out the door, I remember like yesterday crying, not knowing what was going on, asking, can we get clothes, can we get a book bag, can we get whatever, and we couldn't do that.
We were at our school picnic, and so the cops came and took us away, and me and my brother thought we were in trouble, but yeah.
I didn't know if we were ever going to return. I didn't know what the relationship with my father was going to be, if we was to return.
I felt really mad at my parents, and I also felt really guilty too, because I thought that we caused us to leave, that it was our fault. So I felt that for a long time.
It was a time I never forget, because it was very intense.
If you listen, you can hear the angel's wings.
Everyone agrees that the best scenario for fostered children is that they are placed with a loving, nurturing, growth-enriched family until the child is ready to move on. Unfortunately for the children, it's just not that simple. Once children are taken into custody, they are transported to a Division of Family Services office. There, they sit and wait.
Or we sit them there and we try to locate a home for them to go to. And a lot of times we have hours that they sit. It's a long, lengthy process because there's not that many readily available homes, especially for sibling groups.
More often than not, foster children come with few, if any, personal belongings, without their favorite toy or even extra clothing. At best, they appear on their foster family's doorstep carrying only a few items in a trash bag.
In the kinds of situations that we find these children, they are frightened, disoriented, and are desperately looking for someone who will love them and provide security for them.
They're lost, they're hurting, they don't know who to turn to for comfort.
Lack of trust and just not knowing what the next moment is even going to bring for them.
They go, okay, who are you? Are you going to hurt me? Do I want to trust you? Do I want to love you? Do I want to let my guard down? And that's a hard thing for a kid to have to deal with.
They haven't had time to say goodbye. They have no belongings. They are just totally picked up and taken out of their environment and from their family, and they don't really understand.
They see kids come in that are my nieces and nephews' age, and I think, wow, what if that was them?
Unfortunately, the number of foster children greatly outnumbers the number of available foster families. Very often, children must stay at emergency foster homes for a short period of time until the foster home becomes available.
It happens very often that we have to move children from foster home to foster home. Sometimes it's because of their behavior. Sometimes it's because in our haste to place children, because we have nowhere for them to stay, we just do stopgap measures, and we probably know when we place that child that eventually they're going to have to be moved.
I couldn't really get attached to anybody or anything because you didn't know when you were going to leave, so that was always hard.
Maybe stay one night one place, come into the office the next day, stay another night somewhere else.
You begin to grasp in your head the concept that what's the use of really settling in wherever I'm going, because I'm not going to be here for long.
When a child is moved from one foster home to another, it takes away their sense of security, their sense of trust. The person in the last home said they loved me, and then they sent me away. It makes them wonder about themselves. Are they worthy of being loved, being cared for? Did they do something wrong that they didn't know about? It puts a lot of pressure on a child. They feel at this new placement, I have to be perfect, or they may just give up and say, nobody's going to love me, why do I need to behave?
And oftentimes, the pressure is on to place the child anywhere. For us, sometimes that has led to some surprises.
We do the best that we can with what we have, but it's not always such a good placement.
So what is the solution? Well, part of the solution is Angel's Arms. Angel's Arms is an organization that provides the homes and many of the resources that foster parents need. This support allows them to care for the children who need them so much, in particular, sibling groups who might otherwise be separated. With multiple homes throughout the area, Angel's Arms has already provided many foster children with a caring family and community where they feel loved and wanted. Our goal is to continue opening homes to accommodate even more of the thousands of area children who need us. It's sad to think that children must sometimes be separated from their birth families, but the experience doesn't have to be grueling or drawn out. If children are given the care they so desperately need, if they can be spared traumatic and needless shuffling, if they know from the start that they are wanted, they are more likely to survive this traumatic experience.
We have to take those shattered lives and put them back together.
By taking a child in and showing them love and compassion, they begin to blossom.
Different organizations, different facilities, different homes, different foster homes can affect the child. It can.
And for children who come out of a situation where they've learned not to trust adults oftentimes, we can make a difference in their lives.
I need a place to stay a while, a place where I might trust a smile again. I need a bed to call my own, a place that I can say is home again. I'm not asking for forever, just some time while my world's put back together. Be the hand that reaches out to guide me.